Let's get magical, Barb.
Oh, haven't we been magical talking about all the things that are Centre Wellington?
Well, it is kind of my life, a world of magic. But that's not what we're talking about today on the Elora Fergus
True.
podcast. I'm Ryan Joyce.
And I'm Barbie Boy.
Today we're talking about all things Enchanta.
I love the name, by the way. And when y'all get to hear the story behind it, I think you're going to love it even more. Like everything about this event is magical.
I attended last year and I didn't get a chance to see the first year, but I was really, really blown away at the scale of the event. I didn't know what to expect walking into it the very first time, but the setting, of course, this is located in the forest area behind the Sportsplex. And so there's lots of space and you enter into this new realm of fantasy and it's really, really
the music
exciting.
And the lights and the fairies that you see everywhere, and to your earlier comment, the furries that you see everywhere. People like all of our events. I think that's one of the things I appreciate most about our community is how engaged our community members get into things and how we tend to attract people from all over because we get so involved in them. So this is a perfect example of that.
So much imagination and creativity in our township. And we wanted to find out from, first of all, we spoke to Julia, who is one of the two organizers. Julia and Chris organized Enchanta. This is now their fourth year. We wanted to find out from them how all of this got started. Here's what Julia had to say.
Enchanta has a very interesting beginning. That is one of the hardest questions that Chris and I have to answer. But essentially, we started this out of COVID. When everybody was in lockdown, we were all isolated and we all needed an escape from reality. So Enchanta was a way for us to really dream into reality what a fairy tale, what a storybook experience might look like. And that was the origin.
I think the Zimmerman family made it very clear that Julia and Chris, obviously, or if you didn't know, just had a little boy this year. So I think that they've made this a family venture, and they're clearly excited about keeping it going.
Yeah, and it's a really big undertaking, as we mentioned, and we wanted to find out from her exactly what people can expect to see this year that's maybe new from last year if they attended. Here's what she said.
So we're running on our fourth year at Enchanta, and this year there's a jam-packed schedule. So we have two paths. Path one will be really kind of consist of main stage headliners. We'll have our 30 plus vendors. We'll have food. We'll also be having a new kid zone. So there'll be face painting. We'll have puppetry. So Elora puppets will be joining. We'll also have the Scrolls of the In-Between, which is a new literary exhibit that's coming, that's being performed by the writers of the Elora writing workshops. So we're very excited, lots to do for kids and adults.
That's a lot of vendors. That's a lot of experiences. And it is, of course, the weekend. So it's multiple days. And the highlight of it is the concert series they've had. Last year, I remember seeing the Toronto quartet, I believe it was called.
Yeah.
It was just a really fantastic experience. And the one thing that I don't think she touched on was the art installation aspect of this that Chris has done himself. And it's these really fantastic pieces that it's hard to really describe them. So you definitely should go and check it out for yourself. But they're sort of all around, and there's even like little miniature display
vignettes,
fairy villages and stuff.
Yeah. They've created the vignette in a format that you can step into it with your brain, with your heart, with your ears. And I think that's what I appreciate so much about this event is it's multi-sensory. It's, if you don't see it, feel it, touch it, hear it, it's just very unique.
It's also, when I went, at least, it's in the evening. So there's a lot of areas that have like UV light. So your sensory, I don't normally get to see like UV things and like neon lights in my vision on the average day. So there's a lot of that experience as you walk through this forest. And since it's the end of September, there's like no mosquitoes. It's lovely.
That's a win for me. I gotta say, that's a win.
And we did talk about how many different experiences they had, and she let us behind the scenes a little bit on what some of the artist selection looked like and how they find things and themes. So here's what she said.
It's a full year-round planning cycle for myself. So I kind of come up with operations, storytelling, marketing, and everything in between there. My husband Chris is the lead artist and the art director behind the show. So he takes the full year to kind of create props. We are 100% made in-house, made in Fergus. We are local to Fergus, and everything from props to the artists that we're selecting, we really try to make that local as well. We definitely try to keep to a theme. I would say our Friday show, just generally because it's Friday, is a little bit softer, lighter on crowds. So we try to make that reflective of people who might not want full crowd and full sensory overload. So we'll try to mirror some of that into our programming. Saturday is kind of the big bash, so we'll have full production, full programming on as well. And we just want to be mindful, like I mentioned, of the local artists that are around. So we try our best to really scout people and artists that are from our area.
So it's a really big event, and we encourage
you can hear her energy.
Yeah.
Like when you talk to her, you can, I mean, to know Julia and Chris is to know that they're super passionate about this. And I think, again, we need to take a minute and mention that and celebrate that this is two community members who thought they'd bring something special and something unique to town. And I think they're doing an outstanding job of it.
They sure are. And like everything, they need some volunteers.
Yep.
And so she did talk a little bit about the volunteer aspect and how you could get involved.
Really, it just comes down to support. I think, like local residents, beyond just tourism, because we see about 30% of our attendees are coming from tourism, but local residents, just comes down to support and showing up. I know there's a lot in town that's free. This is 100% self-funded. So we rely on ticket sales. We try to keep this a very modest amount. Tickets run from $35 for general admission for adults to $15 for youth, and we really try to keep that very accessible. We also don't want to make cost an issue and a barrier to attending Enchanta, so we've developed a zero barriers program, and we've teamed up with Big Brothers Big Sisters this year to run this. And really what that looks like is free attendance. You just kind of enter the program, and we will you enter for a chance to get free tickets to the show.
So enchanta.ca is the website, the official website where you can learn more about the event, get specifics, get your tickets. This is, of course, another independently produced small business. So please do support those in our community who are doing great things for us.
Yeah. Again, come back full circle. Everything that we do, everything that all our community members are doing with regards to events is for you and with you and about you. So get involved.
Well, Barb, I'm going to go get my fairy wings on and jump on my unicorn.
Wait. I'm not touching that one. Okay, you go jump on your unicorn. Let's just leave that where it is.
Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Elora Fergus Podcast. I'm Ryan Joyce.
And I'm Barbie Boy. Have a great day.